Let's start it off with a little bit of old school today. Man, hey, I appreciate everybody for jumping in the chat. If you're watching me, take the time. Just like and subscribe. I see a lot of y'all watching. I'm going to take these glasses off. I don't believe in wearing glasses the whole show, but I will definitely put it on when it's time to put it on.
Congratulations, well done.
Yes.
Congratulations, well done.
Ooh. I needed to know that was, y'all was hearing that on the other side too. Old school for you, baby. Hey, man, I'm going to start off with this old school clip right here. I need y'all to pay attention, especially some of y'all that don't like whipping your kids' booty. Y'all don't like whipping their behinds. Y'all believe that it's okay. And then some of y'all that over whip. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And some of y'all, you can just give them a task to do and that'll break them enough.
Congratulations, well done.
I said whip. Somebody gonna call Child Protective Service. They said whip. Can you say whip? I ain't done it. You can't prove it. Negro, you can't.
Oh, no.
Yes, you can. You can't. You ain't got nothing to prove. We ain't do nothing. That's why you're behind. That's why y'all snitches. Y'all snitches because your parents didn't give you enough stitches.
Congratulations, well done.
And now you're making the rest of the world feel your little pain. They always go, oh. To all my haters at Facebook, the ones jumping into my chime, to my chat, to my messages, I'm still here, nigga. Let's roll the clip.
If I ever hear you, if Candace ever tell me anything, like you gave him it some respect, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do to you? Huh? Well, I'm going to whoop that butt. You understand me? I'm going to come over to the house and whoop it. That's what John needs to do. You need something on your butt because you're too fast. You understand me? And you're going to have to start listening to grown folks. John is a grown man. Okay? And you start treating him like that. He's more of a daddy to you than your daddy is. You understand that? When the last time you seen your daddy?
Hold on. Did he just say when the last time you'd have seen your daddy?
Oh, no.
Let's go.
Yeah. But when the last time you seen John? Well,
You know that kid don't know his dad. He called him John. He said, when the last time you done seen John?
you better start appreciating him, boy, because that pissed me off when Candace tell me that you don't respect John.
Yeah, I think these young kids can make a...
That joker turned around. She told on me. Why did she tell on me?
words and lingo. Shit, they ain't got nothing on old school. Nigga, what the fuck is a hussy? A heifer.
A hussy.
You know what I'm saying? A scallywag? Have you ever been called a skank? A skank?
Yeah, y'all know the skank. Skank. You ever be called a broad? A broad. That's like a 40s one. That's older than all that. A broad. What's up with that broad?
Nigga, y'all ain't fucking with old school names and lingo, man. These niggas was slick with the tongue, you hear me?
Slick like Rick. Get you with that.
Oh, I got it on now.
Stop recording me. Why are you even recording me?
I know.
First off, who you think you talking to like that?
Oh, shoot.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, damn.
This is what I'm talking about. The disrespect. And that's why I called your daddy.
Here, hold this. Now what was going on exactly?
So I goes up to the school, right?
Oh.
Check on him, make sure he doing what he's supposed to be doing or whatever. In the process of that, Miss Washington go tell me that he been doing A, B, and C. You know he a whole class clown.
What?
So don't do that.
Look at that boy face. You know, back in the day, my mom had me doing the same doggone thing. She make me turn around and pump tire. You sit down, you squat. She called it pump tire because you had to do it like this. But it was just basic squats. And you just squatting up and down. Squatting up and down. And my behind like, you ain't breaking me. You ain't breaking me. You ain't breaking me. 1 hour later. You ain't breaking me. You ain't breaking 2 hours later. What I forgot is she don't care. She's sitting on the couch. She upstairs in the bed. You still squatting? Yes, I am. Y'all don't know how to discipline these kids without putting your hands on them. There's so many ways you can do it. Look at his face. He looked like, oh man, and you put it on. Y'all are messed up now. These kids are messed up because they got the internet. Before, they ain't have no internet. They didn't have any internet. Now it gets popping on them, and it's sad. It could have been secret when we were growing up. You know, your kids, your parents get you, and you whip your behind or pull out the switch and like, go pick that switch. Now, go pick that switch, and they filming that shit live.
Close your mouth.
So, however, she's telling me, so I pull him, you know what I'm saying, aside, and I'm telling him to get his stuff together. You know what I'm saying? You're not about to be in school just, you could do that. Right. So, however, as he walking away after the meeting or whatever, he walking away, he goes say to, I guess to his friend, I don't know. However, oh, I can't stand her black ass.
So you just feel like you can talk to your mama any kind of way, huh?
Oh,
shit. Or talk about your mama any kind of way, huh?
Oh, dang.
Okay, I see what we're doing. Actually, why do you feel like that you can talk to your mama like that? I don't want to hear it. You act like you got a reason. You ain't got a reason to talk to your mama that kind of way. You only get one of them. Here, hold that. You better be lucky I ain't beating your ass right now.
That is the next level. That's the next level. He done turned it up on him. I'm going to tell you, he going to have a strong upper body when he done. Strong upper body. Healthy upper body man. I'm telling you.
But it's cool. It's cool. You tired of your mama, huh? Nah, you going to be tired for real when I'm done.
So, he said that or whatever, and I called you. So, you know, because I know you could do something. He's getting too old for me to be trying to whoop him.
Now, quit playing with me.
I said he got.
Like you can disrespect your mama like that. You disrespect her. You disrespect me.
He making him work the forearms. You saw that? How he said, turn that thing to the right, and turn it straight. Working his forearms. That's how you build strong men. Go ahead.
And you ain't disrespecting me. I'll be damned if I let you disrespect me. You came from me. You only get one mom. You only get one dad. And you feel like you can talk to them any kind of way. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so.
And get off that wall, too. Yeah, it's cool.
Boy.
That iPad gonna be gone. That iPad gonna be gone. All your stuff gonna be gone.
The internet done made it worse. Social media done made it worse for them. Why you think they growing up is so angry? They don't know if you showing a picture of them to like everybody, your subscribers. They don't even know.
Put that up. Who said that you can put that down? Hold it up. Now. It hurts. I don't care if it hurts. You better be lucky your ass ain't hurting with a belt. Talking about it hurt.
Smoke 'em, daddy, smoke 'em.
Yep, so, like I said, I knew to call you because I can't keep doing this. He just told you to put it up. Why you still putting it down?
Don't let it drop again. Don't let it drop again. Your ass will be standing there all night if I want you to. I feel like you can talk to your mama any kind of way. Like what?
Yep.
I'm telling you, they getting it from the friends at school. Their friends doing that crazy stuff, and they think they can bring that stuff at home. Smoke 'em, daddy, smoke 'em.
And aren't you about to repeat your grade again?
The 8th grade. It's cool because we're recording this like your daddy said.
Yeah.
You embarrass me in public, you get embarrassed in public. So now it's all gonna be over social media, I guess.
You know, like all your friends see it too.
He done put it down again. He trying you.
Here, hold another one. Hold it up.
Oh,
Hold it up.
hold it.
Now don't drop it. Nah. Yep, you gonna stay. Don't drop it.
Stop recording. Stop.
That boy gonna pass out. That boy gonna pass out. Shout out to the content creator. That boy's gonna pass out. And you know what? Guess what? We'd all done been down there, man. This ain't no brand new stuff. This is how you get them kids' attention young.
Jamie,
Come on.
Try to do a push-up by yourself.
Get your attention.
You see how hard it is for him to come up?
Push.
You see that?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because it's just one.
But what else? He got 3 different types of resistance on him, right? So he can't do it by himself. It's like if you see a lady walk across the street, you're supposed to hit that lady. You see an elderly man trying to walk up some steps. You help that man to be respectful. They've been here before you. They seen more than me, they seen more than him, they seen more than all y'all.
Shout out to everybody dropping through on the stream. Thank you.
Now on the count of 3, I want all y'all fellas at the same time to give me the strongest push-up you can and hold it. And do not use your legs to push the other brother down. That's the crabs in the barrel effect, okay? Y'all want to act like y'all big and bad. I don't want to see y'all down in the big house. On 3. 1, 2, 3, lift. Lift. Don't.
Now, is that all his children or are they children from the neighborhood? If that's all his children, yes. They the children from the neighborhood, yes, some more.
Talk down to me. Listen. You do what you are instructed to do. Okay? Look at me when I'm talking to you. And don't give me that pleasant look. That pleasant look. You don't know when you are instructed to do something. Now you may do all this. Do you do this way at home? Well, why the hell do you come here and do it?
Why the hell you come? See, they need this. These kids really, really need this. I'm telling you, they need the old folks to put their foot down, lay it nice and low, and just get them. Just get them. I had to get my daughter like that this past week. I had to get her. You got to drive it out of them. You ain't got to beat it out of them. They ain't got to be all falling over and just like even though you got something that's going to get dramatic, all you got to do is blow on them like one of those Pentecostal pastors. They going to fall out. But,
Congratulations.
But that's
well
cool
done.
though. That's cool though. You letting them know this is how authority. See, when we don't do this, then they end up being the mofos out there picketing against ICE. Those dudes that think they can kick the tails of ICE federal vehicles. They think you I'm just gonna kick it. I'm bucking the system. Nah. They acting like that because those liberals who used to smoke weed that were hippies. I ain't getting none of y'all smoking that tree. Y'all smoke the tree good. Y'all do the tree. But they were smoking the tree and just doing whatever they want to. Some of them coming from some really rich, nice families. But they had to slum it. They got guilt. Nobody whipped them behind like this. They got to whip us behind. They got to get in their face.
It ain't gonna work here. Understand? And let me tell you something. With children, you don't know you headed for trouble, boy. You better try to listen to somebody trying to help and save you. Okay? When grown folks tell you what to do, let me tell you, baby, I love you. But when you think you're grown, you see, who else have you seen do this? Well, where you get this shit from? Just you from.
So where you get it from? Where the hell you get it from? I ain't teach you. Your mama ain't teach you. Your daddy, they got it from school. I tell you. They imitate these kids. This is like kids, they want to be accepted. They want to be in on the in crowd. So it's like, hey, yeah, he did that. I'm going to do that too, man. Do that too. I used to do that same thing. My mom would come in. What is this? What's going on? What? Oh, Leon talking too much in class? Let me bring his ass up here. Come here. Come on home. Go outside. Pick that switch in the back. Pick it in the back. Take all the little thorns off of it. Bring that joint inside here. Put it right here on the table. Now take your behind upstairs. Take a bath. Yeah, I want you to shower. You stink. Go take a bath. Then you going upstairs taking a bath. You're like, oh, it's all good. I'm going to go take this bag. I'ma just take. She forgot. She ain't even thinking about it. That's probably for late tonight. Boy, you get in there, you all nice, all dialed up. I'm from Philly. I grew up in Philly. Townhouses, row houses, one next to the other. Guess what? You know what I say, one next to the other. You walk out the bathtub, oh! Neighbor over here heard, neighbor over here heard. See, that's the reason I ain't killing nobody and out here kicking stuff like them jokers up in Minnesota and all this other place doing the wacky winter of love. This wacky winter.
Look at me when you talk to me. Look at me. Look at me straight. Hold your head up. Do you think 11 years old, you can do what you want to do? How you want to do it? Well, why you do it?
Why you do it?
Why you do it? Why you do it? You ain't wrong. Who have you seen do that?
Go ahead, get him.
Tell you somebody. And let him stay over here. I'm going to tell you something. It ain't going to work here. You might get away.
They cut that mugger. It don't work here. See, you might get away and you might think that you got away. But no, you ain't get away. Next thing you know, they go in to say, because God tell me what if I don't see it, God let me know. Y'all ever have parents tell you that? You had a grandparent tell you, if I don't see it, God let me know everything that you do. Everything. See, I knew you was doing that last night. God let me know. He told me and I had to call you and let you know. God let me know.
Oh my God, why is ICE trying to send me back to Jamaica, where I'm from? Trying to deport me back to Jamaica. Why is ICE trying to send me on a one-way flight back to Jamaica? Bumba. My God. Why is they trying to take me? I wanted to stay. Bumba.
No due process coming in. No due process going out. Sorry. Oh, man. Hey, listen. Your boy got a show for you. I got a little something, something. I'm going to be talking about these left people. We're going to talk a little bit about real estate because this is a real estate lunchbox. It's just a little bit of real estate. Not a lot of bit of real estate. Just a little bit of real estate. That's it. Not a lot of it. And we got a bunch of pieces on here. Some of these pieces, man, I ain't even go through all of this stuff. Let go. We just going to go. We just going to go. You just going to take the journey with me. You're just going to take the journey with me. You're just going to take the journey. Because I was looking at some of the reactions from the Grammys. And yeah, these Grammys, horrible. Just horrible. Horrible. I'm trying to figure these people out. Listen, drop a note in the comment. Let me know. Because I don't understand it. I don't. I really don't. When you got all the money, you got the fame, can't you do something to like really help people, for real help people? Not like a cause you just take on because somebody told you this is what we're doing today and they give you your talking points and you go to the Grammys, you're like, oh yeah, iced out.
Here are the worst of the worst. The top 5 lefties losing it at the Grammys, starting with, well, the man who will be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show, Bad Bunny. And I'm sure I recall him promising not to come to Trump's America and perform there because it was unsafe. But he is in America collecting awards and talking crap.
I'm going to say, eyes out.
All of these are the people influencing your kids. This is why they stand on the corner and they walk out of school and they're like, yeah, we're doing a walkout because Bad Bunny's doing it. I mean, come on, for real. I know we had some bad names growing up. Like, we had names of rappers. What was it? Y'all got worse names now. I mean, I'm telling like Tech Nine, like, y'all just got some crazy behind names. Everybody young now. Back then, I mean, we didn't have that. What you had? What was the guy's name? Karis One, Nas, Jay-Z, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny. We had Public Enemy though. Bad Bunny. I never heard anything from Bad Bunny before. Maybe I heard it passing by, like at the PetSmart when I was picking up pet food, you know, and was picking up worms and roaches. Then we were probably paying his stuff in the back. But I never really listened to it. Like I didn't go to I never been to a club and they played, oh, that Bad Bunny's on. Let me get up and, you know, do whatever you do to the song. I don't know. You tell me.
We're not savage.
How many of y'all love Bad Bunny? I mean, if you know this, like, I don't know, bro.
We're not animals. We're not aliens. We are humans, and we are Americans.
You are aliens, and you are not American. See, this is the thing. He's not even an American citizen. He's not. How you say we are American? See, I keep telling y'all over and over again. They're replacing the black race.
Congratulations.
They're
well
replacing
done.
y'all, black people. They're replacing y'all. They're looking for the next best thing up. I'm telling you.
Well, you see, if you're talking about Americans in America legally, then they have absolutely nothing to fear from ICE. But these dim-witted celebs seem not to be able to differentiate between legal and illegal immigrants, including the dude in the number 4 spot of our lefties losing it at the Grammys, Shabuzi, who was in tears as he deliberately confused illegal and legal migrants.
Immigrants built it.
What's horrible is I like Shabuzi, man. I love the cat. I loved his music. My body bought a Birkin. I can't play here. It's all going to demonetize this joint. I've been playing it all night long. Anyway.
Country, literally.
You're better than me.
So this is for them, for all children of immigrants. This is also for those who came to this country in search of better opportunity to be a part of a nation that promised freedom for all and equal opportunity to everyone willing to work for it. Thank you for bringing your culture, your music, your stories, and your traditions here. You give America color. I love y'all so much. Thank you.
See, part of me is like this. He really didn't pop off and say too much wrong stuff, but his audience isn't a black audience. If you ever listen to Shabuzi, I mean, you're talking about a black country artist. You got black people that listen to country, and I know a lot of black people that do listen to country, but let's be for real. His audience, the reason why he was able to sell out stadiums, perform at the Super Bowl, do collaborations with some of the best country artists, is simply because his audience is a country audience. And I'm not going to also say that all his songs are really about getting drunk and tripping out.
Congratulations. Well done.
So, you know, it is what it is. Who knows? It is what it is. But it is about getting drunk and tripping out, most of his songs, you know? Oh, no. But I feel like you do an injustice to yourself. You just kicked yourself in the foot, Shabuzi, because not everybody in the country space feels the way you feel. And I get it. Like, but your political opinions, they don't need to be where the Grammy is. Honestly, most of these guys got up here, they didn't even talk about giving honor and praise to God. I'm watching the clip too. Maybe you did have a few that did it, but I only know Jelly Roll got up there and he mentioned the name of Jesus Christ. And then you had one other artist up there that came out there and he actually recited a verse, but that's the token Christians for Hollywood.
Congratulations. Well done.
Man, come on.
The number 3 spot is a rapper I've never heard of before who had plenty to say on the red carpet and on stage. Here is Kalani.
I really wanted to say but I think they needed some couth on the carpet or something. I'm a little couthless, ruthless.
This is what your little girls are aspiring to be like. This is the image that they're sending to your little girls. Like this right here. All that whipping, all that over emotion, all that emotion that's out of control, all that femininity, feminine energy that's just wielded and thrown all over the place. Just smack you in the face with my feminine energy. Just smack you. Sit back. Let me give you a feminine energy smack. Let me get that. Hold on. Stay right there. Damn, I'm not, I can't. Let me give you a masculine energy playing a feminine energy smack. Bow. Let's go.
But I think everybody, we're too powerful of a group to all be in the room at the same time and not make some kind of statement in our country. So yeah, it's brainless to me.
Everybody is inspired to join together as a community of artists and speak out against what's going on. And I'm going to leave this and say, ICE.
Now to the coveted number 2 position, and it's Billie Eilish with one of the dumbest statements ever uttered on stage. She claims here that nobody is illegal on stolen land. If you don't believe in borders, Billie, then how can anyone be on stolen land? Think about it. And it's all well and good to spew such absurd platitudes when you live in a mansion behind big walls and gates with armed security nearby. Watch here as the simpletons in the crowd, including Sabrina Carpenter, clap like trained seals at Billie's profoundly stupid words.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
And yeah, it's just really hard to know what to
She's so smart. I mean, gosh, I wish I want to be like her when I grow up.
say and what to do right now.
It's hard to know what to say. She went on to say F ice, just so brave and so profound. But she's not number one, because this next dude, the host of the Grammys, wins for saying something so silly that he could see him sued for defamation and financially ruined. Not sure this joke was worth a likely lawsuit, Trevor Noah.
That is a Grammy that every artist wants, almost as much as Trump wants Greenland. Which makes sense. I mean, because Epstein's island is gone, he needs a new one to hang out with Bill Clinton, so...
And that cheap, unfunny joke may cost Trevor Noah dearly, because moments after the Grammys concluded, President Trump posted this, saying that the Grammys are the worst, virtually unwatchable. And he had this to say about Trevor Noah's Epstein claims. He said, I can't speak for Bill, that would be Bill Clinton, but I have never been to Epstein Island. And
not just Bill Clinton. He got the other Bill too. Remember, he got the Bill Gates. He got Bill Gates along with Bill Clinton. There's 2 bills up in here.
Until tonight's false and defamatory statement, have never been accused of being there, not even by the fake news media. Noah, a total loser, better get his facts straight and get them straight fast. It looks like I'll be sending my lawyers to sue this poor, pathetic, talentless dope of an MC. Welcome back. Now, we've already seen...
Dope of an MC. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with these guys. I have no idea what's going through their mind. I have no idea. Some of y'all need to tell me, because they be smoking, boy. When you can tell. It's crack. See, what y'all don't get is that there are people out here that smoke crack. Y'all know that. There are people out here that do heroin. They do ecstasy. Look, it just baffles me, because they'll get on stage and you don't know what they high off. Now, they may not be, but I'm gonna tell you, if they making music, it's regular people out here that's high on crack, okay? That's high on heroin, on that white girl. They gotta be high on something to get up there and say that. They don't drug test them. This is the way Hollywood is. They don't. It's fly. And then they tell your children it's fly. And you kids think it's fly. The kids think it's fly. And they're like, yeah. What, we're on stolen land. No, I'm going to tell you, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. Every country, every empire, you are in an empire. If you don't believe it, you're welcome to leave. You might go to another country and it's going to be smaller, and they're going to consider themselves the Empire Greenland. I'm talking about Greenland, right? But empires gain space by taking territory from other places. They can't build land. This ain't China. China trying to build land in an open barren sea. This is not China. It doesn't work like that.
Congratulations, well done.
They take land from weaker empires. That's why we tell you guys, listen, we're here by the grace of God. That's the only reason the United States is here. They take that from other empires, and they may compensate them for the use of it, the taking of it. They may not. But to the victor goes the spoils. We're in conquered land, and it was conquered 250 years ago, and it's done. There's no going back. Nothing's gonna change it. Just like they didn't change it for Ireland or for the UK when they lost, when Britannica came in and took and swarmed into the UK, and the barbarians took out the civilizations that were there. Right? Yeah. They took them out and they took the land. Guess what? They did the same thing in Africa. The boundaries wasn't drawn because people decided, hey, I want my boundary to stop at this line. Come on, bro. Be for real. So when you listen to this smoke nonsense, these people that continuously smoke, you're going to get this type of rhetoric and you're going to believe it. Oh, and they're the ones that are going home, that's true, to their gated communities. They don't have to worry. They get their lattes from the higher end Starbucks, and they wear the clothes that look like rags that everybody's like, oh, that looks so good. That looks so fly. This is a brand new, this is a brand new style. We doing baggy this year. They do all of that. And you're behind, and they look at you stupid. Oh, the masses are going to buy from us. It doesn't matter. We're just trendy. We're just hot. We're like the Louis of Louis Vuitton. Guy, boy, I tell you.
Thanks to God, I'm going to say, eyes out.
And yet the ignorant Latinos are going to follow what he says. Ice out. Again, those people there, not even remotely close of what average Americans have to deal with. And you know, he's Puerto Rican. Never had to deal with getting the line, paying, all that freaking process of getting the legal status, residency, citizenship. He didn't have to deal with that. He could have said, you know what? Let's be thankful for what we have here. But no. People think that he cares about the Latinos, the immigrant community. No, he does not. He cares about this. And all those people there, that's all they care about.
Come on. And that's truly all they care about. They don't care about anybody else. People had to pay a price. My family had to pay a price in order to become citizens of this country when I was 2-3 years old. And they came here legally. And they just didn't knew the language, knew English already. I mean, we're coming from American colonized African country. But not just knowing the language, adding value to the culture, learning the culture, absorbing the culture, living in the culture. Because this culture is not your culture. This culture has been, yes, is a culture of immigrants, but there is still a fabric which binds and holds everyone together. And it's not the pride in the countries that we came from, it's the pride in the country that we currently are in. It took a lot to become a citizen. It took work. The things you have to learn and the money that you have to pay. These people are spitting on it. They spit on it. They spit on the process. Some of us had to go through that process. We had to learn those things that needed to be learned. And even some of us went further and we joined the military. We got awards. We served. And then when you hear these clowns getting up here talking about this, citizenship isn't for everyone. It's not. And when you keep thinking that it's for everyone, you end up just in a bad, stretched out situation. You just don't understand. You really don't.
I guess I want to say I'm up here as a granddaughter of an immigrant. I wouldn't be here. I'm a product of bravery, and I think those people deserve to be celebrated. So yeah, we're nothing without each other. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you so much. Bye. No one is illegal on stolen land. And yeah, it's just really hard to know what to say and what to do right now. And I feel really hopeful in this room, and I feel like we just need to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting, and our voices really do matter, and the people matter. And I say sorry.
Immigrants built this country, literally. So this is for them, for all children of immigrants. This is also for those who came to this country in search of better opportunity, to be a part of a nation that promised freedom for all and equal opportunity to everyone willing to work for it. Thank you for bringing your culture, your music, your stories, and your traditions here. You give America color. I love y'all so much.
Is he crying? Is it about the award, or is it about the stance that he's taking? I wonder how his base is going to handle it, because Shaboozey has nothing but it's nothing but white women, men, black brothers like us that love country music, but his base consists of more people that are American homegrown. Like, when I say homegrown, in the country, in the South, that's why they call it country music, bro. You can be in Montana, no problem, but most of his audience is in the South, in the deep South, and he looked like him. And they don't really share that same opinion. Not what I've seen. I haven't seen that. I've seen them more American. And I may be wrong. Tell me. I may be wrong. And if I am, hey, I correct myself.
Trevor Noah at the Grammys last night was wilding out. The fact that people think he betted on himself on Parley Market for what he said about the potato, and then him coming at Trump saying that Trump was on the Sicko Island with no facts.
We're gonna skip this one because it's too.
I can't
hear
less about the fucking Grammys. I ain't got no pick who I'm going to pick because I don't care. Do these people ever give back? Do they? No, they don't. So why should I care about the Grammys? I don't care about these celebrities because they don't care about us. They only care about themselves. So I can care less about the Grammys. The Grammys is boring as hell. Boring as hell. The Oscars is boring as hell because I don't care. I don't care, because these celebrities ghost. You don't hear them talking about what's going on in America. So why should I care about their shit? Point blank, period.
It's currently 2:00 in the morning, but
I said, goofballs. They're not even in touch with what's going on with real people. Like, real people are getting laid off from Home Depot, Amazon, some of these other companies, and they're not. You figure they would come out and talk about something like that really affects the real people. They don't get on their TikTok and do that. There's no I'm gonna go fund me page for the Amazon workers that got let loose, or the Home Depot workers that got let loose. No, they don't. You'll never see that. But they will find these causes to stand behind that have nothing to do with the people that of the country. Have nothing to do with it. Marching orders from the top down.
Get this off my chest. I'm about to say some undoubtedly unpopular opinions about the Grammys I just watched on this fine Sunday, because that Grammy Award show was absolute bullshit. So everyone's a political activist all of a sudden at the Grammys? I mean, did any of y'all think that shit was just outright performative as fuck? Like, from most of the people who were talking about, oh, fuck ICE, or oh, this country was built on immigrants, this, that, and the third. Y'all don't really care about what's going on in this country for real. Y'all are just speaking out about it because you know that your fans care about that, not because you actually care. I mean, to me, a lot of this shit just seems performative. From the exception of maybe someone like Billie Eilish or like Bad Bunny, who's been speaking about these things, everyone else, y'all opinions are just nah. And of course, Kendrick Lamar won all the rap categories. Are we surprised? No, because Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone hand him a Grammy right now. Like, we knew this was gonna happen. Not saying that Kendrick Lamar isn't a talented person, but bro, come on. Like, y'all don't think that this shit is just like pandering and favoritism? Like, what are we talking about right now? GNX was a good album, but it was not that great of an album. Like, what are we talking about? And oh, not to mention that Kendrick Lamar shouted out Pusha T at his Grammy Award-winning speech when Pusha T was just mentioned in the Epstein files.
That wasn't a good move, Kendrick. That was not a good move, but you know, hey.
Does anyone still watch the Grammys anymore? Let's be honest. The only reason that I know what was going on was because of TikTok and highlights and people stitching and whatever. I haven't watched the Grammys probably since high school. And the reason is because I don't buy into it. I think it's rigged. Case in point last night. I don't think I have to say anything about what everyone else is thinking and saying. That's pretty obvious. But also, why do celebrities do dumb shit? Like, seriously. Like, Jaden Smith wore a house on his head. I mean, maybe I'm just out of touch with, like, fashion. I mean, I don't attend New York Fashion Week or anything, but the last time I checked, nobody was wearing a house on their head. So my guess is this is just a wow factor. It's stepping outside the box to be cool. I don't know. Like, I don't know where, like, the decision is like, yeah, you know, I'm going to pick out my Grammy outfit. And then
they do this to gain attention. Why do you think a lot of these Hollywood actors, singers get when they can't use them no more, when they're done using them in the system? Okay. Why do you think they turn around and their life is so miserable? They're either broke, they're either like begging for money, trying to get the next deal. This is a striving attempt to stay on top. That's all it is. If they can do this and try to stay on top and stay relevant, then they can stay forefront of your mind. So when they drop an album, it's like, oh yeah, I remember him. That's what they're fighting for. But when the music label doesn't want to back you anymore, when the albums don't sound the way they used to sound before, because you just always either high on drugs or you just don't put enough time into your craft, then we end up with them being ushered off into the silent sunset. And they don't know that they're going to be going. Donald Trump will be around much longer than a Bad Bunny or any of these other guys that you saw at that. We're going to be looking at the Grammys, if it even makes it that far, 5 years down the line. And then we're going to be like, hey, whatever happened to her? That's exactly how it plays out. You don't know whatever happened to these people. They faded off into the sunset. They served the purpose for that liberal class, for Hollywood, whoever they are, the people that are there, the people calling the shots. They serve their purpose for the major music labels that know at this time they have a captured audience on their TikTok, on their YouTube, on their whatever channel. They serve their purpose and then they move on. And then years down the line, they wonder, why is it that my life is so empty? You see people like not Todd Bridges, we were talking about it. Not Emmanuel Lewis, Gary Coleman. People like him on the acting side. You see people that were rappers, that were singers. Nobody cares about them no more. They could put out an album, they'll probably sell about 1,000 copies. Okay, 10,000. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Let me correct myself. 10,000 copies. And they sell that 10,000 copies. And they wonder why the music business doesn't care, because there's a point where you've lost your value. You've lost it. Nobody. And then we heard you say all this crazy stuff. And then you're going to do a GoFundMe page. They do a GoFundMe page. Did you see the GoFundMe page for that actor? What's this guy's name? How you an actor and you get a GoFundMe page because you're about to lose your house? That's crazy. But you'll get up in the Grammy and say all these wild stuff like, you'll be, and you're a musician. You just get up there, say all these. They're saying it because it's tied to their influence. They're saying it because they know right now is relevant. And we're going to talk about Don Lemon pretty soon, because Don Lemon, everything he's doing right now is for clicks. Don Lemon might as well be an OnlyFans model right about it. He might as well be doing OnlyFans. He might as well. Like, come on.
Congratulations.
I ain't paying for that Negro. I'm telling you, I ain't paying nothing to see his behind. Crusty Don. Le Monde. What? It's the truth. That's the only way you raid churches and do those crazy things. Come on, let's go. Before I get out, I'm off.
Someone was like, yeah, you should wear this dollhouse on your head that looks like it's like a replica of the Addams Family. And he's like, fuck yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. Like, no. Said no one ever. But I guess case in point, it got people talking about him, and that's what celebrities do. But here's the part that I take issue with, is why do celebrities get a pass at shit that the rest of us would definitely get in trouble for? If I showed up to an event with my lady bits and my hooters out, and I was just like, hey, here I am, that shit wouldn't fly. No. Like, A, I would be arrested, and B, taken to the nearest Old Navy to get something covering my body. And I would get a big fat ticket. I would be in court. I'd have to get a lawyer. And they'd be like, Renee, like, what caused you to take your jacket off and show the world everything? And I'm like, because it's cool. No, that shit is cool in like Crazy Horse 3. That shit isn't cool like in public like that.
It's the desire for attention. I keep saying it. They got to get click and eyeballs on it. See, you're watching on YouTube right now. To make content, to stream, to do reaction videos, to even create a content, just original content, it takes a different level of skill. And then to constantly push that content out, it takes a different level of skill. These are not the skills that the people you saw at the Grammy, they don't have that. I'm talking about the artists right now that drop streams, and they're great indie artists. I've heard some really good ones. Hip hop, R&B. Please bring back R&B. Please bring R&B back. Oh no! Yeah, please bring it back. I want some R&B. Real R&B. You dig it? Real R&B, not this fake stuff y'all got out here. Y'all got some of these young dudes. They don't, bro. They don't know they don't know it. They don't know shit, bro. Honestly, they don't. They really don't. But you got that. But these dudes don't have that. They don't have that. They're struggling, I'm telling you, to keep up with the changes in the economy that's happening to their music. All these things are rolling them back. Artists, some of these artists they gotta stream 1 million freaking streams to actually see something that's like a check that actually pays for 1 month of their mortgage. Yeah, if they got a $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 mortgage, probably 1 month. 1 million. Dude, they're getting robbed by their labels. They're getting hit with the okie doke. They got to be on the road to perform. That's the only way they make the money. So if the people don't come out, they don't make any sales. Why do you think they're doing what they're doing? There's a method to the madness.
But again, one would say, well, it's a private event. It's a private event. It's a private event that's televised. Like, my house is a private event. Someone having a party in like a venue where no one else can come in is a private event. The Grammys, like, who calls that a private event? Like, let's be honest. Like, I'm not calling for anyone's job or anything. Like, I've seen a couple people say, oh, well, if you've got it, flaunt it. Okay, I challenge you, if you're feeling yourself tomorrow morning, to go to the grocery store, take your coat off, and just, let all your shit hang out and see what happens. And then when they ask you, why'd you do that? Just say, oh, I've got it. I'm going to flaunt it. No, that's not going to work. Like, it's not jealousy either. Just curious, why that's suddenly acceptable. Like, just getting naked in public is acceptable? Like, what? Anyway, I don't know. Just curious what you guys think.
Ooh. Different standards.
These are 100% bought and paid for. I think to get on the top list for best rap song, best performance, artist of the year, I'm 1000% sure deep in my gut you have to pay for that. The whole industry has been blown wide open right now. At this point, the Grammys have lost all credibility, and it goes back to like the traditional route. The Grammys are very traditional. They were cool 20 years ago. It's a new day and age now. Just because you win a Grammy doesn't mean you're cool in the hood or in culture in some area of the world. It actually means nothing. And the fact that Drake wasn't considered for anything, more so towards my point, especially when everybody that's being nominated are 1000% industry play.
That's fact. And I think they didn't give Drake or nominate him for anything because of the RICO. Drake. Man, what the heck is up with that Rico, bro? I don't know why. Like, how you get yourself caught up in all that crap, bro? How the heck, man? What the heck, man? Let me see what's up. What we got next up here, man? What we got next? Listen, you drop by the channel, like, subscribe. I do this 5 days out the week. Real Estate Lunchbox. I'm Leon Duncan. I enjoy making these videos. We're going to talk a little bit about everything. What's the other one we're going to talk about? We're going to definitely, yeah. I got a special thing for some of you real estate cats that love real estate out here. Yeah. Let's roll this. Let's go with this next clip. Let's do this.
Turning now to the economic front, Home Depot is now cutting hundreds of jobs as it implements a return to work or return to office policy for corporate employees. And according to our partners at the Atlanta Business Chronicle, most of those jobs are remote positions. So Home Depot is cutting nearly 600 jobs, many of them in its main office. A recent notice shows that 146 employees at the Vinings location will be affected. The rest are more than 650 remote workers. Now, these cuts come as the company rolls out this new policy. Starting in April, corporate employees will have to return back to the office 5 days a week. And it comes on the heels of more layoffs for other.
Ooh. 5 days out the week. You guys been living really good. They've been living really good. And think of it. We're in 2026. This is February. COVID was 2020. That means you've done 5 years and close to a month and a half or a month and a week working from home. Oh no. They made good bread working from home, bro. Working from home.
Companies out here. Sandy Springs-based UPS is.
So UPS, 30,000. Amazon, 16,000. Pinterest, I saw they had 15% of their staff. And the thing about Pinterest, they've been switching their model up and switch. The people are tired of actually, and I'm in a resale space too, so I know. Resellers are tired of Pinterest. They're tired of the Amazon. They're tired of those places because they're slowly changing the rules it takes to actually win or to actually sell a product or less money that they're getting back. They're changing those different things. And then they're cutting staff and making it harder. Amazon is good God. Amazon has no reason to cut. I'm telling you, the reason why Amazon is doing these cuts, and you guys got to get with me when I tell you this, it has to do with AI, 100%. Now we hear it, you hear it out there rippling. Oh, AI. Oh yeah, be ready for AI. But I'm not just talking about being ready for AI. They're moving on to the robotics phase. They're already in it, but the heavily robotics phase of AI. Artificial intelligence. You got to get up on this stuff. I'm going to keep on saying it, even in the real estate space. I know enough people in the real estate space that they can't even, I know some people that can't even open up a freaking computer and work a processor. I know a girl right now, I recruited her one time to a company, come work on my team, all this different stuff. Yeah, I don't care. She probably sees this, whatever it is. Yeah, let's talk about her. But she couldn't even use a regular standard laptop computer. She turns it on. Oh, this is Windows. Like, what is a Windows? Hold on. What do I press? Oh, Leon, I don't know what to press. This is, you got it. The skills pay the bills. It's the skills that pay the bills. It's the thing that you get that nobody could take from you. See, in the past, they would tell us that it was the degree. No, it's not the degree. Because people, the degrees are watered down. Watered down. I was listening to this podcaster. This guy's more on the left, but he makes good content. Man, listen, if they good, they good. I'm gonna say they good. Okay, it's no big thing. I got friends that don't think and believe my political beliefs. It's cool. I got friends that don't even believe my spiritual beliefs. It's cool. We cool. We cool. Now we not friends. You're not coming to my anyway. We cool. But at the end of the day, it's going to boil down to this. They told you this 4-year degree was going to do it, and it's not doing it. It's not, in no ways, it's watered down. This podcast, this YouTuber, I'm watching his YouTube video, he got a 4-year degree from Georgia Tech in engineering. He stood up there and went through about 59 minutes of telling everybody, convincing everybody, showing everybody how his 4-year degree from Georgia Tech like beats out any of these. He called them degree mills. And if you don't know what a degree mill is, that's simply a place you can get your degree in a couple of weeks, a couple of days, a couple of months, whatever it may be. So it goes back to the skills, because when you're an engineer and you are in those places, you learn specific types of skills, like certain things. When you do business just opens you up to it's just so general and so broad. Even marketing broad, always changing, never staying the same. So the lie is coming out right now. People are getting laid off because of the lie, because they either believe they had a comfortable position but didn't take the time to learn the skills. And I really do hope some people actually built some businesses or had some side hustles that can support them, because I'm never about people not having money, especially in this economy. I'm about everybody getting their bread, getting what's due, not looking for the government to give them what's due, but to go out and take advantage of what's happening in the current economy to get what's due to them.
Cutting 30,000 jobs. Amazon is laying off 16,000 people, and Pinterest says it's going to cut almost 15% of its workforce.
15% of his workforce. I'm sorry, I got to tweet that. I just saw Nicki Minaj. I just saw her tweet. She just tweeted something on Twitter. Let me see if I get. She just tweeted this out or X'd it out or whatever they call it. They call it X or tweet. I don't know. Hope this doesn't kick me off the joint. Hope it doesn't. Don't kick me off. Don't kick me off, because I'm gonna bring this on real quick. Yo, I'm telling you, she's off the chain. See, what I like about Nicki is she doesn't care what you guys think about her. She don't care. Nicki gonna do Nicki. She gonna do it. And Nicki gonna be Nicki. Yep. Look at Nicki Minaj. She just tweeted this out. She said, "Love you, Barbs. My interview with Katie Miller comes out tomorrow." I was looking for that interview too. I only saw like a 25-second excerpt and like some reel. So if it comes out tomorrow, thank you for letting me know, Nicki. I follow you. Thank you. But dude, now look at the liberals. Like, I know those conservatives gonna be mad at her. Look at the way she dressed, y'all. Look at the way she dressed. Y'all don't know that Nicki Minaj speaks to a culture. Black people didn't make her. Gay people didn't make her. I saw that LGBTQ. They didn't make her, man. Listen, if they made her, then God help us. God help us. Along with Home Depot, before we hold it, I'm not even gonna jump. Before I even jump to it, let me jump. Before I even get into that, let me go over to this one. Boom. Let's go over to okay. Let's stick with this. Well, now that's the only one I'm gonna run with Home Depot. Let's go. All right. Target, man. So Target, Minnesota Targets, they look like they're beginning to either downsize. The people that are there probably slowly pulling out. You can't have a giant like Target, which is bent on, they're capitalists. It's a business. In a city like Minnesota that hates, one, they don't love big business unless they robbing the government, unless it's coming from federal funds. If it's not federal funds, they don't want it. They don't even really want jobs, regular jobs there for people. They really don't. How do I know? How do you know? But you'll see Target's having an issue with Minnesota. And why not?
Target announcing today it is giving up some of its office space in downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah, the retail giant is moving 3,500 of its workers out of the city center. Fox 9's Mitty Hicks joins us now live from Minneapolis tonight. Mitty, this decision has other businesses in downtown.
Oh, my bad. This is Minneapolis. But I got some Minnesota stuff for you. Hold on real quick.
Now pretty concerned.
There is a company that calls Minneapolis home. It was founded here. It grew up here. It became one of the biggest retailers in America right here in Minnesota. That company is Target. And Target is abandoning Minneapolis. This is not a story about a corporation making smart business decisions. This is a story about a company watching its hometown fall apart.
Hold on. I don't want that. That feels too
So because
commercialized.
it's
Let's do
so
this one.
stupid cold here in Minneapolis, the anti-ICE protesters have decided they want to go indoors to protest. And for some reason, they've picked Target as their indoor location of choice. But Target isn't having it because they're protesting. So Target's been booting them out. Watch this protester attempt to go and explain why she's upset that Target went and booted them out of their store for protesting. It's priceless.
So we've been told as we've been coming to Target stores chatting with managers that this is open to the public, so that they actually can't kick people out of the store because it's open to the public. So we really wanted to come today and use it as public space. That's what they told us it was. But when we came in and tried to sit down and hang out and use it as public space, as they told us that wasn't allowed. They said we have to be shopping. Well, first they told us we have to be standing.
This is how do you even argue that you can't protest in a store where people are buying goods, they're shopping, they got their kids. Some of them don't care about your protest. How can you protest the fact that they won't let you protest?
Oh no.
Oh, God.
They stood.
Not in the front of the store, but in their store, their place of business, where they get their bread. This is where they get their bag. This is where they get their cheddar. This is where people earn their check. She is literally doing this, and I am blown. Oh, my God.
Then they told us we have to be shopping. And so we said, doesn't seem like ICE comes in here and shops. Do you kick them out when they're not shopping at Target?
Well, ICE don't come in there grabbing up people. ICE is waiting for them to walk out, then they grab them up.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Well done.
ICE ain't going in there grabbing up people, trying to influence them or scare them or make them change their mind, or they need to change how they. ICE ain't doing what you doing, girl. You showing up in the store. In the store.
How interesting. But it does seem like they want to kick community out of Target. So that's what we're here to do today, to call out that hypocrisy that Target actually can kick people out of their store, and they should be kicking ICE out of their store every day.
Whoa, baby. So ICE is just walking into Targets, and he just walking around Targets. Only on it may be. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. You can't have me buy that. Nah. They need to, just like we can't protest, ICE shouldn't be able to protest.
What a smug fool. She has no complaint. She has no argument. ICE isn't going into Target and protesting, therefore there's no hypocrisy going on. She's referring to the few occasions wherein ICE has gone into a Target locally and arrested somebody who's here in the country illegally, but also gone and committed another crime. But again, that's only happened on a few occasions, and ICE has any right to do that, has every right to do that. Whether it's...
They would rather, I think ICE is more, you would probably find ICE more like at a Home Depot going through that mug, right? I mean, am I wrong? Oh, no. I'm just saying, right?
Target or another location. That person is a criminal. There's a warrant for arrest. They're at this particular location. They go and get them. ICE isn't milling about inside of a Target. They're losing the argument on the ground here in Minneapolis, here in Minnesota. They're lazy. They don't want to stand out in the cold. They're cowardly. They don't want to go down to the federal building to get in front of the violent crowd. So instead, they choose a really easy location like Target to go and pick on, because Target has done the right thing. They haven't weighed into this nonsense that we've been enduring here in the anti-ICE protests that have been taking place since the beginning of the year. And to the left, silence is compliance. I feel bad for Target now. I used to not shop at Target for the longest time because of the products that they were selling. Now I kind of feel bad for them. I'll be talking about this on Monday's show on the iHeartRadio app, 6 until 9 a.m. Central Time. I hope you'll listen.
Shout out to the creator. To me, I don't understand it. It makes no sense.
Joining us right now to talk about what's ahead for big box retailer Target amid plummeting sales and sluggish shares and sluggish sales. I can't say that. Amid
of course you
plummeting
can't say it.
shares and
handing out flyers.
Is low. That's just the video. She's recording it low. Let's pop to the next one. Come on, guys, where can you go and just do that? See, like, I look at these people and I'm wondering, come on, man, like, you can really just go and do that somewhere, right?
Target, speak out. We say ice out. Target, speak out. We say ice out. Target, speak out. We say ice out.
See, and that's the thing that annoys me. You want to get a private company that's not going to weigh in on your political views. They really don't care. They're about making the bread. And if you don't think Target's about making the bread, now you're seeing that Target is about making the bread for their shareholders, for their employees to get paid, okay? And for them to buy more things and grow and expand. Target is not about sitting down here and dealing with your political views. We can have political views. We don't have to drag big businesses in and say, hey, if you don't choose a side, we're going to stop going to you. Guess what? Some of us don't care. We're still going to shop at Target, and we're going to shop. We're going to boycott Target when they start carrying LGBTQ stuff.
Congratulations.
Okay?
Well done.
So when we see them with the alphabet clothes, I'm not going. But when we don't see them with the alphabet clothes, we're going. I just think this is crazy.
Target, speak out. We say ice out. 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 Target, speak out. We say ice out.
And what are they
also happening today?
And what are they supposed to be achieving with that? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody sees anything that they're achieving with that outside of making them look more loony. And then I got to explain to my kids that these are bad kids. Nobody spanked them earlier in their lives. So they do stuff like that. They ruin our peace when we go to shop at Target doing crap like that.
A group of liberal white women stormed a Target in Minneapolis, had a sit-in protest. You know why they were protesting? They were telling Target they didn't like that they allowed ICE to use their bathroom.
So they were in Minneapolis and Minnesota. Y'all guys get around.
Not a joke. These people have completely come unhinged. And y'all, please, if you will repost my videos, that would help me so much to get some of my following back. My account was banned yesterday, and I'm trying to build it back up as quickly as I can because I got some good information coming this week, and I need people to hear it.
Thank you for sharing. Look, shout out to the creator on that. She's just sharing what she got to share. Come on, let's go to the next one.
Happened to me when I lost my job back in 2017.
Oh, well, we're not going. Let's skip that one right over there. That's our last one. Let's go ahead and leave that as the last one. Oh, yeah. So, between Home Depot, we got Target wilding out. We got, oh, man, let's go to Don Lemon, bro. Let's go to Don Lemon, the lemonade. Don. I want to hear this. Let's go to Don. Let's play this.
Here now with more and an update, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi. Okay, let's talk about these two people, the 16 people last week. You were on the ground. You were in Minnesota. Tell us what you're seeing and what's coming.
Yeah, Sean, I've been in Minnesota 4 days total, working on this, working on obtaining this indictment. We arrested 2 more, and I made it very clear, if you protested, if you rioted in that church, we are going to find you and we're going to arrest you. Don Lemon and 8 others have now been charged in a single indictment because you cannot attack, and that's what it was an attack style on a house of worship. You can't do it. It was a Sunday morning. There were parishioners, there were families, there were grandparents, there were people with canes, there were children upstairs in the nursery. They bombarded in, and as Don Lemon put it in his own words, they were on their way to a resistance at that church. And that's exactly what they did. They had a resistance operation. They barged in that church. There were originally about 400 people in that church. The video you're now showing, a lot of them ran out the back door. The lucky ones were able to get out. These people will say these parishioners thought they were going to get shot. One of the people with Don Lemon screamed, quote, "This ain't a house of worship. This is the house of the devil." There were children crying. There were parents blocked from getting upstairs to take their children out of Sunday school. A group of women ran out a side door. Multiple people fell on the ice. One woman severely damaged her arm, had to go to the hospital. Don Lemon blocked someone from going out that door. They were screaming at parishioners. It was horrible. No American, we don't live in a third world country. We live in the United States of America, and you will have the right to worship safely and freely in a house of worship, whether it's a church, a synagogue, a temple, a mosque, any house of worship in this country, you will be safe. And
the reason they gotta do this, one reason they gotta do this, I'm gonna say this real quick. There's a kid who ran up in a synagogue in New York, protesting whatever he was protesting. Maybe he felt because Zoran Mandani's there in this Muslim city, he could just do that. That's horrible. If they don't prosecute Don, if they don't even if he gets six months in prison, which is probably going to help Don, he'll be locked up with a bunch of men in prison. His husband better watch out. He probably going to cheat on his wife. Oh, snap. Then he gonna come out and get a brand deal with Dial soap. Oh, no. But real talk, if they don't do anything about it, people like Don will do that crap for clickbait. They'll do it for clickbait. They'll do it just because they want to stream, and they feel that they're doing, what did they call it? What? Journalists, free journalism, or whatever they call it. So they got to put these rules in place, because after that happened, it was what, less than 2 weeks later, this kid is rolling up in a synagogue. No respect. I want to see one of these jokers do this shit over in a mosque. I want y'all to go over to a mosque, just go into a Muslim mosque, and tell them you're there to protest ICE. Tell them. Oh no. And see what they say.
People committed a crime under the FACE Act, and they will be held accountable. 9 of them have been charged, and you will not do this in our country. We're coming after you if you do this, because we are going to protect houses of worship. This is not what our country was founded on.
It's amazing because the left love the FACE Act. There's a couple of provisions in it. One allows access for women to go to abortion clinics, and then the provision you're referring to, provision 247 and 248, I would argue are applicable, and it's very clear. Now, I look at the tape, and you don't have to weigh in on it because you're involved in the case. I see Don Lemon, giving out donuts, coffee, commentary that seems incredibly supportive. He's entitled to his opinion. Abby Lowe's a good attorney. Will that have any weight with the judge that he really used to be, on CNN, for example?
Well, he was fired from CNN. And anyone who has a camera then would have a license to attack a church. What he was doing originally, they met in a parking lot about 2 miles away while people were filing into this church service. They were caravanning to this church to perform an attack-style infiltration of a church service on a Sunday morning.
It's an attack-style media blitz infiltration. So an infiltrating attack media blitz, but it was a blitz. The part of that I'm hooked on this with Don, and this is the reason why I'm on it, it's because Don knew this was going to happen. Don just didn't get a random text from the BLM girl that was there. Hey, Don, we're about to roll up at this church. Why don't you come? No, it wasn't like that. It was pre-thought out, premeditated. And Don, because it was pre-thought out, premeditated, Don is going to get what he get. He's supposed to get what he get, because it wasn't done under the guise of anything being authentic. It was done to actually gaslight in a way. It was done to actually gaslight the situation away. Because if he really cared, he would have reached out to the pastor and said, hey, listen, I heard somebody there works for ICE. I would love to have a meeting so they can give me their thoughts on it. But no, it was meant to run up Don's bag on his YouTube channel.
This isn't a joke, and Don Lemon should not consider this a joke. And I am a real lawyer. I practiced law for 15 years, and then I sold my law firm. The first thing they teach you in law school is that what you do is you look at the elements of the crime, and then you apply the facts of the case to the elements of the crime to see if you have enough to have an indictment or have a case. The government has enough to have a case here. So let's take a look at the elements of the crime. There's two crimes. There's conspiracy against rights, and then there is interference with religious freedom at a place of worship. And also, I want to just do a quick comparison. The Trump case was a 34-count indictment. And I remember when I heard about that case, I thought, oh my God, Trump is in so much trouble. He's being charged with 34-count indictment. And then I read the indictment, and the indictment was about 14 pages, 16 pages long. It wasn't that long for 34 counts. I thought it was a really weak indictment, and they got a conviction on him. So this is a 14-page indictment with a lot of facts that apply to just 2 counts, just to give you a comparison. So the elements of the first crime, there's 4 of them, is 1, agreement, conspiracy. The indictment alleges Don Lemon joined Operation Pull-Up, which prosecutors describe as a coordinated plan by all defendants to disrupt a church service. And we saw this on video. Number 2, there was a federal right involved. Obviously, religious freedom is a federal right. Number 3, there was knowing participation. And we know this because Don Lemon live streamed it. Number 4, there were overt acts alleged specifically for Don Lemon, and they have quite a few of them in here. They were live streaming while taking steps to hide operational details. Number 2, driving to the church and instructing others not to give anything away. Number 3, entering the church with the group. Number 4, commenting on frightened congregants on the live stream. Number 5, acknowledging the whole point was to disrupt. Like he
acknowledged it, and you see him frightened there. You figure if you're coming in peace, why the hell you gonna let them be frightened? You know what you're doing. It's premeditated.
It's his intent in there. And number 6, approaching and surrounding the pastor with others. That's it. That's all they need to prove that first crime. The second one was interference with religious freedom at a place of worship. And I don't even know if I have to read you these elements to prove that, but there are 6 elements. Number 1, the defendant used force, threat of force, or physical obstruction. They stood in the door. They wouldn't let people leave. They surrounded the pastor with others, blocking movement. Were they using intimidation? That's number 2. Intentionally injured, intimidated, or interfered with someone. Again, we can see that Don Lemon approached the pastor, had questions in close proximity. He told his audience that it was a traumatic and uncomfortable experience. Number 3, a religious worship was in progress. Number 4, a bodily injury requirement. Number 5, aiding and abetting. Now, actually, I want to go back to number 4 real quick. I think this one's a little more difficult because I don't know who sustained bodily injury. They say that one congregant did, but That's all they need to satisfy that element. And number 5, aiding and abetting. For aiding and abetting liability, prosecutors point to traveling with the group, participating in the disruption, live streaming to amplify the event, coordinating in secrecy, blocking exits, and approaching the pastor. So there you go. This is all on video. You don't even...
Them jokers were up there blocking the exit. They were blocking people from actually getting out of the building. See, this is why I say, if they don't do this with him, if they don't enforce this with him, you're telling everybody they can run up in mosques, they can run up in churches, they can do this without any penalty at all.
I don't know anything about the Don Lemon thing, but he's a sleazebag. Everyone's known that. He's a wash-up. Probably, from his standpoint, the best thing that could happen to him. He's getting, you know, he had no viewers. He was a failure. He was a failed host. And now he's in the news.
He's failed. Nobody's watching him. He's a failure. Failure Don. Okay. I had to go by Don's page, man. I had to go by Don's page. Let's go with Don. So Don gets into it. And this is Don. So this is Don speaking out about what took place. I don't know. Let's see. What does Don have to say for himself? Dilemma.
About what has happened. I had no idea that all of this turmoil was going on. I just thought, like, you know, it would be, I thought people would report on it, but not to this extent. So thank you guys. And
I'm only a minute in and he throwing these lines and shades and gaslighting. He is a liar. This is all for content. This is all for play. When you get fired from CNN and you got to still make up the bag, this is what you do. This is what you do, kids. This is what you do.
The like and hit the thumbs up because it does affect the algorithm and more people become aware of our conversation and our show. And today is a really important one, and it's important for our democracy and to the Constitution of the United States and what the amendment that I believe is the bedrock of our democracy, and that is the First Amendment. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom to peaceably assemble, all of those things. This encapsulates all of that. And I'm glad that at least to the extent that it has, that people are realizing the critical moment that we're in this country, that our rights are under assault. It may have started with people having their due process rights violated on the streets, violently violated on the streets, but now they're trying.
When these people make this narrative up, I can only watch but so much of it. And I listen to a lot of this. Look, this is Don's channel. This is his channel. This is what he's streaming. This is him. And I'd say it, you really don't get, this is nothing but a bag play for Don. Don will continue to ignore that these people don't deserve due process because they didn't come in under due process. Due process should be available only for American citizens, not for somebody that broke into your shit. But Don doesn't want to acknowledge that. Nobody on the left wants to acknowledge this. This is all a content play for Don, and Don he making his bread off of it. I'm not, and I can't even be mad at Don. Honestly, I can't, because I don't like what he did, but he's monopolizing, he's taking advantage of the whole situation. He's going to run up the bag. He's going to have people, even like me. See, I jumped on there and I listened to it. I got this right here. We streaming it simply because Don knows this is what happens when you do crazy shit. So they got to get him. This is not a game. They got to get him.
Representation in music and black music.
It's freezing. Anyway, I'm done with that anyway, bro. I'm done with that. I am done with the lemon. The lemon, me and the lemon, we cool. I'm done with the lemon. Done with Don the Lemon. I'm at an hour and a half into this. You know what? Let me see if I want to do one more. Who do I really, really want to do one on? Really, really. Nah, that's it. We good. We're going to roll with that. Oh, come on. Let's go, Dad. Let's do this. Let's do this one real quick.
Hey, you ever just looked at your person like, damn, we made it, man. After all the nights that felt super heavy, after the world stresses tried to tear us apart, the misunderstandings, the outside opinions, and somehow we still here, still standing, side by side. Not perfect, but real. Even when it would have been easier to just leave. I ain't saying you ain't never gonna break. The world can break you down. But it's just about breaking and rebuilding with the same person. Over and over and over. Surviving the storms that were supposed to separate y'all, but somehow just brought y'all closer to each other. Y'all came out stronger with them scars. Locked in. That's that type of love that can't be destroyed. That type of love that only comes with commitment and fight and want to.
Yeah. So, man, shout out to the content creator on that. Real talk. He's 18 years in, 19 years now, 20 years this upcoming October. He's right. And that's the thing I try to tell people. I wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for her. And I've supported her on every endeavor that she tries to do, you know. And what I didn't understand, God just brought me to the place of understanding. And the more you keep people out of your business, the better it is. The more you try to deal with your situations without bringing your mom, your dad, even your relatives, the better it is. Because what it does, it forces you to rely on God in order to give you guidance to navigate through the challenges. And I think that's where a lot of people miss it. They don't get a chance to be in position to actually rely on God. When I say rely on God, I'm not talking about a spooky thing. We're not talking about no religious thing, going to church and all that stuff. I'm really speaking about having a true, authentic relationship with him where you speak to him, he speaks back to you, and he guides you, and he brings you guys together with the resources, the people, the place, everything that's necessary for your marriage to bloom. See, a lot of people, I realize this as I grow to understand what the true gospel of Jesus Christ truly is. A lot of people think that you're fighting for your marriage. I'm saying you're fighting, you're standing on the victory that your marriage already has in Christ. That means God already ordained you to be victorious, especially if he brought you together. If you can say without a shadow of a doubt that God told you to marry that person, or God gave you peace in marrying this person, because we all have options that are presented to us in our life. But if you can say that without a shadow of a doubt that God gave you the peace to marry that person, then guess what? God has already ordained it to be victorious in a completed, healthy, strong marriage. And a lot of people don't get that. So it's hard to say at the beginning when people ask, and I've had the same thing, you know, how do I even get ready for being married? How do I even go the distance for something like this or get ready? There is no preparation in the natural, even when you take courses at your church or through community, marriage 101. I've seen all those different courses. And we took them marriage course. But even in those, they still don't give you everything you need or the things you need, because it's not about rules as much as it is about relationship. It's not about rules as much as it is about relationship. Not the rules that you place on her or the rules that she places on you, not the rules that God placed on you, but the relationship, the fellowship, the pouring out, the koinonia, the covenant, the connection where you talk to him freely, he talks to you, and he exists between both of you. So now when you go horizontal with her, you're actually speaking now from a place that makes sense, a place of wholeness, not victimhood, a place of love and not hate, not frustration, none of that, but a place of completeness. I'm telling you, this is it. And a lot of marriages will actually go distance and go to distance. They realize that they got to stop looking at the other person to be great or to change. And it just starts with changing yourself. And the only way you change that is going one-on-one with him. Plain and simple. Jesus, my frat brother. Hey, guys, like, subscribe, follow for more content. I will see you guys on the next stream. You know, I do this 5 days out the week. We start at 12:30, 12:45. Just depends on how much work I got to do before this. But I'm going back to doing my real estate thing. You guys have a blessed day. Remember, Jesus loves you, and remember who you are.